Hello again. I'm sorry. I was having a problem with my phone, and I'm having many problems. I had to delete a bunch of stuff. My phone said memory full, then it said SD card full, which I don't understand because my SD card should have plenty of space on it. So I just had to delete all kinds of stuff. And I was in the middle. I restarted this again, and it shut off within 7 minutes. So I deleted that so I could redo it. So hopefully, we won't have any more problems. I'm getting really frustrated, and I'm trying not to. I'm trying to rebuke Satan and saying, "Hey, enough's enough. I'm tired of this." Um, so let's go ahead and continue. I'm sorry, I do know it's very frustrating teaching, more or less watching all these different videos on one lesson. I'm sorry, I'm trying to work on that. So hopefully soon I'll be able to have that fixed. Where was I? Okay, denominational. When I was still in denominational church, my friends and I stumbled into casting out demons. We saw a woman who normally would have been put into a mental hospital for the rest of her life set free. We knew her problem was not physical or natural, but demonic. We also knew that the authorities would not understand, so we locked her into a room for 7 days and took shifts ministering unto her. We praised Yahuwah, singing songs about the blood of Emmanuel. We read scriptures. So it wasn't like they just threw her in a room and forgot about her. So don't think that. We did not know what we were doing, but we literally just beat the devil out of this woman. Not with our hands, but by singing about the blood and speaking against the devil. We just stayed in there until we saw this woman delivered from demons. Once word got out how she had been restored to her right mind, people started coming to us from all over. A homosexual fellow man came to us to be delivered. We did not know what we were dealing with, really, and to make matters worse, we read this book that taught us all kinds of fallacies. Like you cannot cast out a demon by yourself. You must have two people. You must get the demon's name, and you must have the person puke in a bucket. I've heard that. We did some stupid stuff. So we spent 3 weeks preparing this homosexual for deliverance. When you don't have to do. There's a group right here in our city that thinks it is godly to require people seeking deliverance to fill out a 40-page questionnaire. That's crazy. And then endure a 45-day waiting period before the group casts the demons out. That is not the method Emmanuel used. Back when we thought we had to always get the demon's name, a friend of mine asked a demon, "What is your name?" In Emmanuel's name. The demon answered, "Liar." Immediately, my friend asked, "Are you telling me the truth?" This homosexual fellow we had been prepping came during a Wednesday night service at our church. I was leading the meeting myself because the associate pastor, who was my partner in casting out demons, was out of town that night. An usher came and got me out of the service, saying, "This guy wants to see you." When I went back and saw him, he had come with another homosexual who wanted to be delivered too. The fellow we had been prepping said, "I'm ready to be delivered tonight." I answered, "Well, we can't do it tonight. I'm all by myself." He responded, "I'm not leaving with these demons." He said, "Well, I'm not casting them out." The guy said, "You better do something because I'm not leaving with these demons." We have to be like that. We have to be persistent. We have to be saying, "Hey, enough's enough. We don't want this no more." So I took this guy and his friend into a back room in this denominational church. Jamie came with us to give us some prayer support, which Jamie is his current wife now. Jamie was not my wife at the time. We were just in a Bible study together. In fact, Jamie was not even baptized in the Ruach HaKodesh yet. We had no idea what we were doing. Once we got back to the room, this guy said, "You had better plead the blood over this place or do something because these demons are coming out." When I began praying, "Father, in the name of Emmanuel," this guy fell to the floor and started barking, slithering like a snake, and throwing chairs up against the glass wall. It was quite a commotion. When the usher heard this, he went in and stopped the service, saying, "We need to pray for Andrew. He is back there witnessing to somebody." They did not have a clue what was really going on. In this back room, there was a stack of chairs 10 high. The other demonized guy was on top of that stack, plastered against the wall, scared to death. Jamie was praying and doing everything she knew to do. I did not know how to proceed, but since we already were in it, I started asking, "What's your name?" "In the name of Emmanuel, tell me your name." As I went through this, one demon would name itself, then another, and then another. I felt like I was being made a fool because I did not know if the first demon had come out or not, or before the second one had named itself. It was ridiculous. It was crazy. Finally, this scripture came to mind. Emmanuel rebuked him, saying, "Hold thy peace and come out of him." Mark 1:25. I thought that would be good. So I said, "In the name of Emmanuel, I command you all to shut up and come out of him." Instantly, power was released, and this guy lay on the floor just like he was dead. Gently, I shook him to see if he was okay. He just rolled over and whispered, "I am free. I'm delivered. I'm free." I thought, if it's that simple as commanding the demons to come out in Emmanuel's name, why did I go through all this other stuff? Exactly. Although we did not know what we were doing, we stumbled onto this truth. We used to beg and plead, asking, "Oh, Yahuwah, please get rid of this." I learned through doing that Yahuwah had given me authority, and I don't have to go through all this stuff. I don't have to ask them what their names are, make people fill out a 40-page questionnaire, or require them to wait several weeks to get ready. I have authority over the devil, and if the person is willing to cooperate, I can go in and command, and those demons will obey me. I can't ask Yahuwah to cast the devils out, because that is not how he told me to do. I have to take my authority and be confident that when I speak, it's going to work. I have to have faith in Emmanuel's word, that I have authority over all devils and to cure diseases, like Luke 9:21 says. Since Yahuwah has given you the power and authority, you have the responsibility to exercise it. You cannot go back to Emmanuel and beg him to do what he has commanded you to do. You must take your authority and use it. There's no problem with Emmanuel, no problem with Yahuwah. Prayer works. It's just the wrong prayer does not work. You must pray, speak, and act in line with the authority you have been given. If you would just make these simple adjustments that I have been sharing with you throughout this book, you will see a big difference. Speak to your problem and command Emmanuel's word into manifestation. Pray that the word of Emmanuel across the people's paths who need to be born again. Stop begging Emmanuel for an outpouring of his spirit. Stop begging Yahuwah and start healing the sick, cleansing the lepers, and raising the dead. Do what the word says, and you will see his power manifest. Then you'll have all the revival you can handle. Salah. That is the end of the lesson. Powerful.